Check out this brush fire that sparked today in Roslindale. Our cameras caught this from above. Firefighters battled the blaze that was the size of an acre. On top of the ongoing drought we're experiencing in Massachusetts, there is also a state of elevated fire risk.
That's what's causing brush fires like this one, or at least helping to make them develop. We have team coverage tonight. Meteorologist Dennis Brown has more on the conditions that are contributing to this. We want to begin with NBC 10's Mary Marcos, who is in Roslindale. So, Mary, what did fire officials have to say about what happened here?
Well, they said no one was hurt and no buildings were damaged, thankfully. But this is an important reminder of just how quickly these conditions can get dangerous. 30-mile-an-hour winds, 30% humidity values, plus an ongoing drought creates prime brush fire conditions.
We have an elevated fire risk. So it's an elevated potential of fire activity, and we have seen kind of an uptick today because of higher temperatures and lower relative humidity.
Police closed down Enneking Parkway in Roslindale Tuesday, while the Boston Fire Department spent a couple of hours at Stony Brook Reservation getting the flames under control.
There's a pond down below, and where the fire started, it funneled right along the ridge down to next to the pond, and the wind just took it right across.
Authorities are still investigating the cause, but they believe a small campfire may have sparked the blaze that burned an entire acre. Are campfires allowed in the Stony Brook?
No.
Massachusetts remains in a mild to significant drought with an elevated fire risk warning from the National Weather Service.
This ended up being wind-driven. That's what made it more aggressive and a lot bigger than what it would normally be.
Environmental officials expect these conditions to continue.
For the next couple of days, we're not expecting any rain, and there probably will be elevated risk again tomorrow and potentially again on Thursday.
They're urging people to be extra careful with cigarettes, matches, and any machinery that could spark a flame.
Just be careful. Pay attention to what you're doing with fire.
Now, open burning season ends Thursday, so officials are reminding you to check with your local fire department if you are planning to burn before then. Live in Roslindale, Mary Marcos, NBC 10 Boston.
Okay, Mary, so what's the science behind this? Let's talk more about it with meteorologist Dennis Brown.
I know we have the wind. We certainly saw it with Mary out there. That has to be a contributing factor.
Absolutely. And of course, the drought that Mary was talking about, you'll notice that we have drought conditions across portions of our viewing area. Right now, abnormally dry in Boston, but you'll notice a moderate drought for a lot of areas, including parts of even southern New Hampshire and central Mass. So that's not good. We're also been tracking those gusty winds today, mainly coming from the southwest. And so that could really create some fires that could spread very quickly there. Winds gusting to 30 miles an hour in Boston, about 36 miles an hour in Worcester. Also, we have dry conditions. The dew point temperatures tell us about the amount of moisture in the atmosphere. Today they were in the 30s, now creeping up into the 40s. Still dry, and we could use some rain, but unfortunately we don't have a lot of significant rain until likely the weekend. The elevated fire risk will continue for much of southern New England, including the Commonwealth for tomorrow, with low relative humidity values and winds gusting to about 25 to 30 miles an hour. So we got that dry brush out there you'll see for today, but also for tomorrow. Things will improve, especially as we head toward the weekend there, where rain chances start to go up.